In a place like MIT, you have people from all over the world, from very different backgrounds and ethnicities and races and cultures. And the OME is a place where you can find people that probably have your same background. In my case, there's one of the staff members who's Puerto Rican, so that's always nice for me to go in and just talk to her. They're open arms, no matter who you are or where you're from.
Coming to a place like MIT was very intimidating. No one in my family had ever even been to college before.
We are minorities here. There aren't large communities for you to fit in and feel at home. And I think that it can take some time to find those communities. And I think the OME just expedites that process.
I'd say the OME has definitely made my time here less lonely and less confusing.
At the core of this mission to make the world a better place is empowering students with that mindset, with that mind-at-hand mindset, and giving them the tools that they need in order to be effective in that mission. And the OME plays a distinct role in that, and making sure that these students are successful.
No matter how small you think the issue or how big the issue might seem to you, like the OME is there to help you in some way, even if you don't think they can. Like even if it's not academic, the OME is there to support you, all of you, and everything that like could be impacting you while here at MIT.
For many students, they find within the OME that this is the community that becomes sort of their home.
Come on back.
It's very, very easy. Just walk into the office.
Hey, how are you doing?
Cheryl's probably right there, says hi to you and helps you out.
It's just like a loving environment. You always leave, I think, in a good space when you're like done with anything the OME is doing for you, because you can just feel like the love that it comes out of.
The OME hosts a program called Interface, which it invites incoming freshmen to spend the summer at MIT, gain community, get to know the campus, and also have a taste of the coursework to get a jump on the new semester.
I recall that experience being really instrumental in helping me to feel a part of the MIT community.
The OME is the perfect partner. They develop relationships with students from the first moment they step foot on campus. So we can use the expertise that we have in our support offices and the relationships that the OME develops with students to make sure we get students the best support possible.
We have a portfolio of about 25 different programs that really do help students navigate MIT, but also think about what they want to do beyond MIT.
Seminar XL is courses that students take alongside their curriculum that help them succeed.
It takes a little bit of momentum at times to get students to overcome their natural reluctance to say, I don't understand this, I need some help with this.
What Seminar Excel acts as is essentially an extra class for students to attend with a few other students. It's often taught by an upperclassman.
I struggled in physics when I was an undergrad, and I really never had any physics in high school. So when I came to MIT, it was like F equals MA, and I was like mind blown. And so I took Seminar Excel both semesters my freshman year. Didn't just get me by. I excelled in the courses. I did well.
The Talented Scholars Resource Room is a place for students to gather. There's a study lounge there. And we also hire graduate students and upper division students to offer free tutoring services. Laureates and Leaders help students to figure out what graduate programs they want to apply to visit those graduate programs. It helps them to actually go to conferences that would be beneficial to them to make their applications to graduate school more robust.
Every student who's part of Laureates and Leaders selects a faculty mentor, someone who agrees to guide them through the process of thinking about graduate school.
Even practical things such as affording the GRE, like that just was not possible at the moment, but the Laureates and Leaders program made it possible.
The Mentor Advocate Partnership, the MAP program, pairs mentors with students.
We match them with a faculty member or a staff member or graduate student or postdoc who basically is there to be a support system. So we have this holistic network of support. The standard is this community, this cohort of young men who want to be a support system for one another. They participate in retreats and workshops. It really helps MIT to be a place where they feel welcome and they feel supported. Momentum is this hands-on, interdisciplinary, project-based course for first-year and second-year students.
I was in Momentum in IAP of 2014, and we worked on developing autonomous quadcopters that would detect gases and land on places. It was an opportunity for me to practice my engineering in the team setting. And it was also great because the Momentum final presentations take place in front of company representatives. And so there's a networking event right after, and it's a great way to use your, no pun intended, momentum from your presentation in your networking activities right after.
We have 16 representatives from various companies and organizations who are here today because they are excited to meet all of you.
The OME has a number of corporate sponsors and supporters that come in and talk to students about resume writing, dressing for success, and sort of being able to navigate the job and internship opportunities.
I'm Grace Tan Wong, NASA JPL.
I'm here with the Naval Nuclear Propulsion Program.
I am on the University Programs team here at Google Cambridge.
Really happy to be here and happy to talk to you about any opportunities that might be coming up in the future.
We're lucky enough at Microsoft to have a bunch of full-time engineers who are MIT alums, who are alums of the OME, to be able to come back and work with those students.
I think that's really valuable. I think it's special that those companies come specifically for the OME and to see underrepresented minorities.
Having staff who understands where they're coming from, where they've invested the time to build a relationship with students, they know their background, they have interacted with them academically, personally. They've spent time with them outside of those formal programs as well. I think there's definitely a trust that develops there, and that goes a long way with a student coming out and being vulnerable and saying, hey, I need help.
The staff in the OME are very much committed to the mission. They're there because they care.
It's an oasis in the middle of the chaos, and it's important to have offices like that, people like that you feel comfortable with, that just want to help you do your best.
Because I had this access to these services from the OME, I always felt comfortable going into my exams. I always felt comfortable completing my courses.
Success, and success as the OME has given it to me, is all about confidence and feeling like you understand your environment.
It's wonderful for me to be back here as a faculty member and think about 28 years ago first being introduced to the OME and how profound an impact those programs had on myself as an individual as well as on my professional career. And it's quite extraordinary and inspirational to see it continuing to have such an impact in the lives of young people.
The OME and its programs say to students and to the world, your presence at MIT is important, you matter, and we believe in you.
The fact that the OME was here when I started as an undergraduate in 1993, and that here in 2018, the OME is not just still here, but has grown and has expanded their programs. Like, that to me says a lot about the Institute's commitment to those of us who are underrepresented minority.
About a generation or two ago, someone stood up and said, hey, we're going to make this difference. And they started to carve out of MIT a place and an environment where I can eventually come in 2010 and say I feel a little bit more at home than I thought I would. To all the people that have taken the opportunity and time and the sacrifice in order to prepare a way for me to pass through. For all the professors that partnered and the corporate partners who all pitched in order to make my experience a little bit better. The reason I have made it this far is because I stand on the shoulders of giants.